If you watch TikToks, read comments, and really listen without bias, you'll hear/see that conservatives are genuinely welcoming, accepting, and discuss without hate and name-calling. I ask you to really listen. So I've collected a bunch of screenshots of conservatives being welcoming, accepting, and discussing without hate and name-calling. Should we check them out?
Maybe Harris's parents should have aborted her. They would have saved this country.
I hate Taylor Swift from our former president, Donald Trump. That doesn't seem very accepting or welcoming, does it? And before you say, he didn't really mean that he hated her, I thought he had the best words. He thought that that was the best word. Not a nice thing to say. Then, just a random comment on a liberal's Twitter. You are a POS, liberal, leftist, Marxist. You want to tear down the wall, destroy this country. Go back to the cave you came from. Oh, this was on a post by Colin Allred. You're running the most boring, uninspiring campaign I've ever witnessed. How accepting. Also to the Colin Allred campaign. I mean, if you're for males in women's restrooms or allowing males to compete in women's sports, then I won't be voting for you. Is that accepting? I don't think so. This was a post about voting for Kamala Harris. Is there that many retards in North Carolina? Are there that many? The irony. And remember when Gus Walls cried with pride for his dad during the DNC and a bunch of Republicans made fun of him, including big ones like Ann Coulter saying, talk about weird. And then there was a man who identifies as a Republican who was running for a school committee who said about Gus Walls, he got them brainworms. Sounds like he'd be really good on a school committee in which children with disabilities are present. Another user, Alec Lace, a Trump supporter who hosts a podcast about fatherhood, said about Gus Walls, get that kid a tampon already. Misogyny, transphobia, and just general assholery. Remember when JD Vance called us childless cat ladies? And then when he was reproached for it, doubled down? I believe that's name calling, isn't it? And sticking with JD Vance, remember when JD Vance called Trump Hitler and called himself a never Trump guy? I never liked him. Name calling, first of all. And second of all, that doesn't seem very accepting. And then remember when a bunch of Republicans said that Mike Pence should be hanged on January 6th? Is that without hate? I don't think so. And finally, as I was writing the script for this video, I happened to be in one of my mutuals' lives. She had a picture behind her of Kamala Harris. Let's see what some of her comments say. Again, you said that I should read TikTok and random comments, so we're gonna look at them. Oh, poor little liberal had to kick me out. It's okay, you can go to your safe space. Vote felon over dishwasher. Know your place. Kamala is a communist. She is loosing. Mostly just wanted to point out that nobody can spell losing these days. Why is that? My mutual also happened to be singing as she waited for people to come into the live, and people started saying, tone deaf. The only thing she is good for, the president, is the president of Hooters. That doesn't seem very accepting. You don't have a good singing voice at all. Quit. Trump 2024. Delusional. God, please stop singing. Trump, Trump, Trump. Nuts. No way. Genuinely welcoming and accepting? I'd love to hear your explanation for all of these. I'm sure you're going to say, well, these are just a few, but you told me to watch TikToks and read comments. That's what I did. Your people just kind of suck.